Hey everyone! So it's been a while since my last update, and to catch you guys up on what I've done since then, I have completed midterms. It was a brutal 2 weeks of midterms. I think I took 5 exams. I had 3 quizzes, 2 papers due, and 1 range of motion practicum. And so I'm so glad that it's over for now. Happy to say that the midterms went really well. So yeah, I had midterms about a couple of weeks ago, and let's see what I can say about them. We finished going over the PEO model, which I had previously mentioned in my last video, and also we completed range of motion, which I think was really cool. So range of motion is basically like how many degrees your joints are able to move. So like if you have elbow flexion, you'll use a goniometer to measure. And so the way our practicum was set up was we went in, and the student patient that was there was the student that had just recently performed the roles of a therapist, and our professor gives us a note card with 5 movements on them, and we're supposed to perform them. And there's one from upper extremity, one from lower extremity, fingers, and like forearm, things like that. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking because you had to like introduce yourself as a therapist, and then you had to know exactly like how to set things up, and like, so I think it was a really cool experience. Another cool experience that I've recently had was we have a course called Interprofessional Education, and in this course all 800 first-year students in the whole entire school come together, and they're broken up into groups. So my group has 1 student doctor, 2 student pharmacists, 1 student dental, and I'm the student occupational therapist. Some groups have a PA in them, some groups have a speech path or a PT, depending on how the groups are broken up. But so we had a simulated patient encounter, and so we were given this case study and about this woman and this I don't know if it's like some kind of volunteer, but it was like an elderly lady, and she was like playing along to be fulfilling this role as described in our case study. And we had to ask her questions, and she really expressed the desire to go home, but in the case study she had diabetes, she had neuropathy, and she wasn't really safe to go home, so we had to suggest some interventions for her that she will agree with, and we had to all work as a team together to come up with a plan. And so that was really cool. I didn't get to say as much as I wanted to, I think just because 5 people interviewing 1 person, and I'm not as I guess strong in and my personality is not as strong as other people's, so but our encounter went really well. The patient even said that she couldn't find any complaints with us, and so that was really exciting. So what other cool things have been going on? Oh, so one of my classmates recently texted me that one of our professors is the head of our state Occupational Therapy Association, which I thought was like really cool, that I'm in a school where the professors that teach are such huge key players in the whole entire field of occupational therapy. So I don't know, I think it's really cool to be working that closely with these such people who make huge strides in this field, and to think that in just a couple years they're not going to be my professors anymore. They're actually going to be my colleagues. So that's just like a really weird thing to think about. In terms of like school advice things, I would have to say that coming out from midterms, I'm realizing that I know a lot more than I think, and I think I was feeling a lot of like, oh my gosh, like how do I study all this in such a short amount of time? And I realized once I got my grades back that like, hey, I know this stuff, and I'm like really picking up on it, and I don't know. So it's kind of a really good thing. So just a word of advice, you know more than you think. So just be confident that if you know you studied for it and that you go over the material and you know that you put the time and effort into it, don't doubt yourself and what you're able to do. So yeah, I'm going to try to work on another OT advice video. I'm not really sure on what to like talk about anymore. But if you guys have suggestions, also people have been leaving comments and I've been also answering. So if you guys want to check out some of the videos that I've previously posted, I've just been people have just been randomly like asking questions and I just like leave an answer there. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.